Thiruchitrambalam, Hara Hara Nama Parvati, Badaye, Hara Hara Mahadeva, Sitsavesa, Siva Sidambaram, Tenarude Sivane, Potri and Natavarkum Mereva, Potri, Thiruchitrambalam, Yedkum Makadai in the Malchayula, Natakum, Mainmay, Namakarul, Saidida, Tatake, Indudai, Tal Sevi, Nilmudi, Kadakalitrai, Karutulirituvam. உலகலாம் உணர்ந்து ஓதற்கரியவன் நிலவுலாவிய நிர்மலி வேணியன் அலகில் சோதியன் அம்பலத்து ஆடுவான் மலர் சிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவாம் சைவத்தின் மேற்சமயம் வேறிலை அதில் சார் சிவமாம் தெய்வத்தின் மேற் தெய்வம் இல்லனும் நான்மறைச் செம்பொருள் வாய்மை வைத்த சீர் திருத்தேவாரமும் திருவாசகமும் உய்வை தரச் செய்த நால்வர் பொற்றாள் எம்முயிர் துணையே. தில்லைவாழந்தனரை முதலாக சிறுபடைத்த தொல்லையதாம் திருத்தொண்ட தொகையடியார் பதம் போற்றி ஒல்லையவர் புராணகதை உலகறிய விரித்து உரைத்த செல்வமலி குன்றத்தூர் செக்கிழாரடி போற்றி. ஆதாரமாகிய மாணிக்க வாசகர் பாதார விந்தம்பணி மோம் பண்டு செய்த தீதான பாவங்கள் எல்லாம் தீர்ந்து ஞானோதயம் வந்து கூடிடுமே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். Dear devotees, welcome back to the Periyapuranam Discourse series with the blessings of the Almighty Lord Shiva. Today we're here to think through the wonderful history of two Nayanmars, Shri Gananatha Nayanar and Shri Kootruva Nayanar. Let me bow my head to the lotus feet of David Chekla Swamigal and also to the 57th Pontiff of Kunamatti Kalyanapuri Adinam, Srila Sri Gurumahasanidanam, Srila Sri Rajasarvana Manikavasa Swamigal as well. By the grace of the Almighty Lord Shiva, let's go ahead and think through the wonderful history of Impiran Shri Gananatha Nayanar. Gananatha Nayanar in Tirthundat Tohai, Sri Sundamti Swamigal praises Gananatha Nayanar as following: Kadarkali Gananathan Adiyarkum Adiyen. Kadarkali Gananathan Adiyarkum Adiyen. I am a devotee of Gananatha Nayanar. Gananatha Nayanar's devotees. So, as it says, Nayanar was born in Sri Kali. The moment you hear the word Sri Kali, immediately you may recall it's the birthplace of the great saint Trinyana Samanta Swamigal. It's where he got the holy milk from goddess Parvati and Tonipar as well. So, Gananatha Nayanar from Sri Kali, and he came in the family that consider holy Vedas as their life, the Vedic Brahmin community. Nayanar excelled in his endeavors to all the kind of services to Lord Shiva. The Shiva appears in both in Thonipuram, if you may recall. So Nayanar's love for Lord Shiva was overwhelming. His inclination to do services was surplus. He trained a number of interested other devotees in his work. A lot of people were attracted by his perfection in love and services to Lord Shiva. Just like the bees are attracted towards the flower full of honey. So a lot of devotees started following Gananatha Nayanar. He trained them in many servicing field, depending upon the skills required and the skills the devotees possess, such as growing and maintaining the gardens in the temple, which we call Nandavanam. And the flowers from Nandavanam will be offered to the Lord in that temple, and it will also be used to make wonderful garlands for the Lord. Plucking the fresh flowers of flowing honey, making many mind-stealing garlands for the Lord. And then also collecting chill and very clean water for Abhisheka, also cow milk and so on for the day-to-day pujas that happen in temple. And then also the cleaning work, removing the dust from the temple, unnecessary plant from the temple, and which will also remove the rot from the heart of real devotees. And then washing the floors and vessels of the temple, which we call Kaithirutundu Ulavarapani, which the great Saint Nakusa Swamigal has shown us the way. Gananatha Nayanar, just follow that path. Was doing various other services like also illuminating the abode of the luminant with oil lamps, chanting of various stostras, Triyasam the Swami's Devaram, and so on. So he was doing all the services. In the meantime, he was also training fellow devotees to do them. He led an entire mass in the path of liberation. A lot of devotees followed him. He transformed the society to be fully disciplined, following Shaiva principles by doing the dearest of all services to Lord Shiva. Right? And that's what we should do. And he was married with the wealth of truth, love, and service. He led his married life, leading to the achievement of the goal of the family life. If you recall, we discussed this in Siddhartha Puranam, where Devachekla Swamigal even had a phrase in Periyapuranam. Why did Siddhartha Nayanar get married? Veda Karnadiya Vendi Maipani, just to serve the devotees of Lord Shiva, he got married. So there is a purpose of getting married in Shaivam. And he attained that purpose by following the philosophies of Shaivam. See, he had a Nayanar also, Ganatha Nayanar had a great respect for the great saint Triyasam the Swamigal, the boon of the world, who removed the false and immature philosophy. And his words and thoughts inspired Nayanar a lot. He lived for those high philosophies, transmitting the light to all around. And one fine day, Lord Shiva bestowed on Gananatha Nayanar the final liberation, reaching the lotus feet of Lord Shiva in Kailash. And he got merged with Shiva, and he became the Gananatha. Gananatha means the head of Shiva devotees in Kailash. Lord Shiva blessed him and made him a Gananatha in Kailash. That's pretty much about the great history of Gananatha Nayanar. We don't have much faces in Periyapuranam, but the key is that he followed the principles of Shaivism, and he did his services without any fail. And he also made sure that he set up an example for fellow devotees to follow him, and he transformed the society to follow a disciplined and delightful path for final liberation. That's what all of us should be doing it. So let the splendid service of Shri Gananatha Nayanar lead us and stay in our mind forever. So that's pretty much about Gananatha Nayanar. And the next Nayanar we're going to talk about today is the great Kootruva Nayanar. Argonda Virkutran Kalandai Konadiyen. That's how Siddhartha Swamigal praises Kootruva Nayanar. So Nayanar was born in Kalandai. Kalandai is a small kingdom under the rule of a chieftain who was expected to pay tribute to the superior kings. So Nayanar came from that family. Nayanar was a great devotee, staunch devotee. He loved Shiva devotees. He was doing a lot of services to Shiva. In the meantime, he was very valorous as well. He was a terror to his enemies, who considered him as Kootruvan, meaning the god of death. Anyone if Kootruva goes on a war, he will win. He'll become literally Kootruvan of his enemy. In due course of time, his original name was eclipsed by his title Kootruvan. So Nayanar was not only good at in just warfare and winning. He was really a great devotee of Shiva, and making sure that the that the pujas are conducted properly in temple, and he was doing a lot of services to Shiva devotees. Nayanar conquered every land where he set his feet on. Winning was the only thing he has seen in his life. Very soon, he had a very, very vast land under his rule. Pretty much, he won Cholas, everybody, Pandyas, everybody. All the kings came under him. So now he wished to be decorated by the crown of Chola king, the crown that is usually by the Chola emperor, which is kept in Chittambaram. So it was under the custody of the 3,000 priests of Thillai Chidambaram, Thillai Valandanargal. So he went to Thillai, he approached the priest of Thillai, he expressed his wish to them, and he was expecting them to oblige for his coronation. But the priest of Thillai refused to do that. They said, "Dear king, except for the emperors in Chola's tradition, we do not do that ceremony for anyone." And they made it very clear. All of them said in unison, the crown could be worn only by Chola emperor. We would only support that, no one else. And we should also appreciate the honesty of the Levalandanar in this case. We can't blame them. They follow the tradition. Just because a king who conquered every single land coming to them and asking them to do it, they refused it. But Nayanar is a Shiva devotee, right? So he will not retaliate. So what he did, he was very disappointed, by the way, very disappointed by their stern reply, and he became sad on the failure to get coronated by the priest of Thillai, because he had great respect for the Lord of Thillai, the dancing Lord. That's why he wanted to be coronated by the priest who worshipped the Lord, who served the Lord. But anyhow, Nayanar became very sad, and then he prayed to the Lord of pleasing dance, Ananda Kuttar, Natarajar. He prayed to him, "This is what happened, what do I do?" And then the endless grace, the Lord has endless grace, right, Lord Natarajar? And he appeared in his dream, and his Natarajar pleased Kootruva Nayanar by crowning his peerless feet over his head in his dream. So Nayanar got very excited. He got the coveted coronation that no one could get. Instead of getting crowned by the priest of Thillai, he got coronated by the power which is prayed by the priest of Thillai, which is even way above than anyone can think of. So he wished for the crown of Chola Empire, but what he got was the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. That's the final destination, final liberation. So his tremendous wealth served the true objective of earning as he spent it on the worship of Lord. He was very overwhelmed that Shiva fulfilled his wish. He went on to win over more and more. He conquered more land. He continued to donate gold, gems, and many gifts, everything else needed for Shiva devotees, and he made sure that the worship at all Shiva temples went on smoothly and without fail. Then on one fine day, Shri Kootruva Nayanar merged with the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. The lotus feet that destroy all the bundles of sin incurred and accumulated over many, many births of all of us. That's pretty much about Imberman Shri Kootruva Nayanar history. In the next class, we will cover Poyidimila the Pulavar, the truthful poets, and also Shri Narasingha Munaya, Sri Pugalchola Nayanar. That's it for the day. Thiruchitrambalam என்றன் மின்பர்க்கு மேல்வினார் ஒன்று காதலித்து உள்ளோம் ஓங்கிற மஞ்சுளார் அடியார் அவர் வான்புகழ் நின்றது எங்கும் நிலவி உலகலாம். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஹரஹர நம பார்வதி பதையே. ஹரஹர மகாதேவா. சித்சவேசா. சிவசிதம்பரம் தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி, எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஸ்ரீ கணநாத நாயனார் திருவடிகள் போற்றி போற்றி. ஸ்ரீ கூற்றுவ நாயனார் திருவடிகள் போற்றி போற்றி. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.